Just a fucking napkin. Why do you have to lick your fingers and smack your fingers and be like, ugh, stop it. You're getting all over. I'm getting fucking anxious for this video. Everything is wrong. I want to die. Please send help. She's getting all the sauce on her car, on herself. How can you eat like this? Even if you're making tons of money at this, you cannot pay me enough to be like a fucking pig on camera.
Guess opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Girl, you're not gonna have one after you've inhaled that shit. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I was scrolling to TikTok and I got shown one gross ass mukbang that really made me sick to my stomach, and I figured that maybe for a video on this case, instead of going for what I eat in a day or the usual fat acceptance reaction, I would try to maybe look a little bit into the disgusting world of mukbangs. And I don't want to suffer through this alone, so I'm dragging you guys alongside with me to Mordor. So why don't we watch some mukbangs that I've seen on TikTok that either grossed me the fuck out, they're excessive, they're ironic. We're gonna see one that especially really caught my attention, and you're probably going to know which one I'm talking about, or just plain disgusting. So why don't we first start right now?
Taco challenge.
15 tacos. I don't think. Oh my fucking god, you're still hungry. I don't think that even in my hungriest I've ever eaten 15 tacos. I think probably my record has been like 7 or 8 tacos. And bro, this are not even like real fucking tacos. I know I don't want to be all like, oh, real tacos are real, but like they are the hard shell and they have lettuce on it and they look fucking disgusting. So those ones are even worse. You're eating 15 of them? That's fucking disgusting as hell. And chips on the side? Isn't it enough the 15 hard shells that you're having for the tacos, which are basically like chips on its own? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Why do you need a full bowl of cream for your tacos? Well, I guess if you're having 15 tacos, you're not probably very worried about the fat and cream, right? Bro, you're having there like 15 hard shell tacos, adding chips on it, and by the looks of it, you're having also two whole fucking family-sized bags of chips. I think those are hot Cheetos, and I don't know the other ones what they are, but like, oh, I think this would be the caloric intake of several days for the average person. Dude, the bowl full of cream sends me out. Oh, excuse you.
One taco?
How many has she left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She has eaten 8 tacos so far. Gross as fuck. And like, what's the point? Are people donating to her? Like, don't get me wrong. Not even if you were to donate to me, I would do that shit. But at least like, there's some like monetary benefit of it. I know that they get views. Jesus fucking Christ, I don't think I can sit through more of these. This is torture. First of all, chewing sounds, they don't really like disturb me as much, but they're very awkward. They're very fucking awkward. And being a messy eater on top of that, like having all of the cream and sauce on your mouth and like, and there's some people who even like chew with their mouths open. I cannot stand that. No, I'm sorry. I really tried to make it to the end. I think she did finish it. I'm going to spoil to the end because I cannot. I don't know how much I can say through this. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, so like I mentioned, this. What's the point in doing this? Why do you need to eat 15 fucking tacos? What do you win with this? I know that they get a lot of views and maybe that makes them money, but I don't think there's any amount of money that somebody can pay you for you to be like destroying your health that fucking bad. To be honest, it's very sad. It's very depressing. Okay, so this one is the one that I saw. It was hella ironic because we clearly see here a woman who's clearly very obese. She's in bed and she's has like a respirator. I don't know the correct English term, but she has to have oxygen supplied her. But no, we're still doing our fucking mukbangs. Yikes.
Mama made barbecue chicken last night for dinner. I'm so grateful there was leftovers because that's what I'm eating today for lunch. This stuff.
To me, it's very fucking gross. Um, not gross. Like it's very impractical to eat while laying down. Don't you choke? Don't you like? I don't know. Like it's very fucking awkward. Then you get it all over yourself. But like looking at the size of her and like the fact that she's on a respirator, I don't think she can even sit down at this point, which is very fucking sad. But she continues to do this shit and she continues to think that she's like very fucking cool, being in bed and eating fucking wings. Like, ah, this is sad and this is very fucking um unnerving, and it sends a backwards message. It says like, I don't care about my health. I'm gonna still be eating whatever the fuck I want, even though I'm clearly already developed a health issue. I cannot stand this type of content. Oh shit.
Falling just right off the bone. It was so good. Barbecue chicken. It was so good, y'all. And do not come for me. Barbecue chicken is not just for skinny people. It's for big girls too. And we like to eat.
Okay, barbecue chicken, I mean, within the context of a healthy diet can be included, but girl, I know, and everybody watching knows that you have too many barbecue chicken wings, if you know what I mean. It's not like, oh, once a week, like a treat, like a Sunday treat. No, this is something that you probably overconsume day in and day out. You don't get to be that size if you eat a couple of times a week, a little bit of wings. This is chronic overeating over the course of multiple months and years. So, is it for everybody? I guess, but at the end of the day, you want to have a healthy, balanced diet. Balance meaning the majority of your food should be healthy, come from natural sources, and overall good for you. And then the 20%, you can probably have if you really like your wings, have them, of course. But getting to this size, you're probably not managing that balance well.
Yeah, barbecue chicken all day. Yeah.
Girl, stop it. You cannot even dance. Like, don't you? To be honest, I'm getting very pissed off. I'm not sure about this video because I'm getting very pissed off. She's definitely romanticizing obesity. I know that a lot of fat acceptance people complain that, oh, me doing a video trying out clothes or anything is not glorifying obesity. And yes, I would agree that sometimes the internet can be very harsh on obese people and fat people. Like they would literally see a video of a fat person doing absolutely anything, not even related to food or speaking about fat acceptance or anything, and people will be like, "Oh, you're glamorizing obesity," and I get that. That's not that happens. I won't deny it, and I'm one of those persons that says if the person is fat in the video and it's not doing anything related to eating copious amounts of food and or spewing like backward messages about body positivity, I don't really mess with them because at the end of the day they're not promoting obesity. But what she's doing, just sitting in bed with a fucking respirator on, trying to dance and act like all cool, like, "Oh, look at me, I eat a fuck ton of wings." That is promoting obesity, you want it or not.
Girl, this stuff was bussing. It was slap your mama good. Make my eyes roll to the back of my head. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, this stuff was finger licking good. I could clean myself up just fine.
Okay, the rolling your eyes out and almost like fucking moaning for a barbecue chicken wing is very fucking sad and pathetic, to be honest. Um, I'm not clowning about her sickness or anything because, like I mentioned, I don't really wish having an illness or breathing problem about anybody. But can't you see how much you've eaten to a point that you're bedridden? You cannot even like partially sit yourself up to eat. You have to eat laying down, and you're like rolling your eyes and you're dancing. That's severe food addiction. I get it. Every person watching this, myself included, sometimes we eat something that's very good and we're like, this is good and everything. But the way her face lights up, the way she's dancing and she's just like, I don't know, she's like in a state of ecstasy. This is a severe food addiction. And to be honest, when you get to this point, it's very hard to come out of it. This makes me very upset and this makes me very sad that you clearly have a problem. There's a lot of people like continue eating like shit because they don't have a visible health issue on themselves. They haven't had like a diabetes scare, a health scare, or their blood tests are doing relatively fine, quote unquote. But you clearly, if you're at this point when you're bedridden and you're fucking having to supply yourself with oxygen, there's clearly something wrong with you, and you're still doing this shit for what? For like a couple thousand likes, a little bit more money. Your money's not gonna save you. Your money's not gonna do shit for you if you fucking do game over to yourself by doing this shit. This is fucking pissing me off. Let's watch another one.
You also have some chili cheese fries, onion rings.
And then a single ounce of fucking protein there. I think
Oh my
only
god, this container's so hot. You also have some chili cheese fries, onion
Jesus.
rings.
Did you just see that portion size? That portion size feeds a family. That's a plate for a fucking family. And it's like the most. I don't doubt that it's good. Like, who doesn't love cheese and who doesn't love like chili cheese fries? That's amazing. But damn, that amount? And I promise you, she's not sharing with anybody else. And I promise you, she's probably going to finish this in her car doing a fucking mukbang for people to see. Did you know that mukbangs actually started in South Korea, where people would just film themselves having a regular ass dinner or lunch or whatever? And that way, people, when they were eating themselves or the lunch break or anything, they could put the video on and they could like feel that they're eating with someone, which yes, that's a little bit parasocial and it's kind of weird, but hey, it's not bad on itself. But of course, the internet always is trying, always influencers and content creators are trying to one up themselves, one versus another. And of course, everything that's very fucking flashy, anything that's excessive, anything that's gross, anything that's deviates from normal is always going to gather a lot more of attention. So people started doing these fucking crazy challenges and excessive amounts of food mukbangs. And to be honest, if you start a mukbang channel, it's very likely that you are going to notice that the videos in which you eat quite a lot of food are going to go viral, and you're going to want to continue that. So you're putting your health at risk just for chasing clout. That's what's fucking it. you're just chasing cloud, and at the end, at the risk of your own fucking health and well-being. Well done.
Oh my god, this container's so hot.
By the way, no fucking protein in there. I think we're having a decent amount of protein, but it all comes from fucking cheese, which cheese is hella fatty and hella calorific. It's just a terrible meal, whatever you want to watch it. Like, the past meal was also terrible on itself because of the barbecue wings, but at least like chicken has a little bit of protein here. I cannot name one single positive thing from this dish. Potatoes, well, yes, but potatoes like super deep fried and drenched in oil and in salt, they lose all of their good properties. So what's the fucking point? Girl, you cannot even wait for that shit to cool down a little bit. You're burning your whole fucking ass mouth because you cannot wait 15 fucking minutes to eat that. That's severe food addiction. Like, there's no difference between eating that fucking moment or waiting 15 minutes for at least to be tolerable and not burn your fucking mouth off. You're still gonna make the video. What's the point on burning your fucking mouth down? Like, that's some severe fucking food addiction. And it's something that a lot of people who are very, very fucking big experience. Even when I was bigger, I had a very low tolerance to hunger. And I would get very fucking angry when I was hungry. I felt like I needed to eat at that fucking point or I was going to pass out, which of course you're not gonna pass out. You have a lot of fucking energy to last you for weeks and not months. So it's ridiculous to think that if you wait an hour to eat, that you're going to fucking die or something. But the bigger you are, the less tolerance to having mild hunger you have. You cannot literally wait. You literally have to burn your fucking mouth just because you cannot wait 15 fucking minutes to eat your fucking food.
I think these are like my second most favorite chili cheese fries. Might even be first. They're so good.
Also, one thing, like, if you really, really, really like chili cheese fries, why don't you make them at home at least? At home, you can control, you can have a big ass plate, like the one that you're holding at the moment, but make it so much better. Like, you can make the potatoes in the air fryer, and I promise you, they don't taste exactly the same. I'm not also going to lie to you. I hate when fitness influencers, not calling myself a fitness influencers by the way, just as an example. I hate when they're like, oh, my cottage cheese pie tastes like the Cheesecake Factory. Of course, we know it fucking doesn't. But trust me, it is a good substitute to do your fucking fries on the air fryer. They're gonna taste maybe not exactly the same, but they're gonna taste very, very fucking good with a fraction of the calories. The texture is gonna be amazing. Use some lower calorie cheese. If you want the chili, then use lean beef that you can cook at home very fucking easy. And beans, use a little bit of beans. That there's nothing wrong with beans. And I promise you, if you make yourself at home a big ass plate like the one that you're holding there, by using home cooked ingredients and just some like basic substitutions for some ingredients like cheese, you're going to have a much more filling and overall like healthier alternative for your chili cheese fries. Like, when people are like, oh, I don't like healthy foods, I don't like salads, I want to lose weight but I don't like to eat salads, I don't like to eat fruit, I don't like to eat blah blah blah, There's literally any dish that you can think of. You can look yourself on the internet and look for a healthier alternative of that dish, and I promise you there are gonna be hundreds, or not thousands, of recipes of how you can make that shit healthier. There's no fucking excuse. Yet people are so fucking addicted to food, to fast food, that they do shit like this. And then they fucking record it like, oh no, I cannot understand this. No, I cannot understand this.
And I think I like it because the chili, to me, it has like a kick to it, like a spice.
No, you don't like that fucking dish because of the chili has a little bit of spice on it. Because let's be real, you could do that at home. You like it because it's drenched in oils, it's drenched in cheese. Like who the fuck does not like cheese? Like everybody in this fucking planet loves cheese. Cheese makes everything absolutely super delicious, but it's also hella calorific, hella fatty. That's why you like it. That food, fast foods are literally, they have a lot of research behind them to make them highly addictive and highly palatable to where to a point where you feel like you need to eat them, but you don't need to eat them. And trust me, the more that you stay away, at first, if you're severely addicted to fast food, it's gonna be hard because it, guess what, it's an addiction. It's like going cold on doing like recreational candy, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I can say the word. Or quitting like alcohol, it's an addiction as well. And so you're probably gonna resent it the first few days, but the more you stay away from those types of trash ass foods, the better you're gonna feel and the less that you're gonna need them. But people never get to a point in which they don't even try to stay away from these foods. And like I mentioned, you don't even have to stay completely away from these foods. Just maybe try to apply the 80/20, the 90/10 rule, or start making the foods that you currently eat at home. Do some research, do a little bit of ingredient substitution, and that way you don't feel like you're cutting out completely. I hate that sound, but I fucking hate it. To me, it's the equivalent of a lot of people's like scratching a window or scratching like a board. Ugh, I hate it.
We're gonna try the onion rings.
And of course, dipped in ranch, as if you are not consuming almost a week's worth of calories, you also drench the fucking already fried onion with a fuck ton of ranch. Like, there's some things that I will never understand. First of all, having regular ass soda is fucking pointless. It's a if you're trying to lose weight, it's the easiest way that you can cut a lot of calories without realizing. You have a perfect substitute for full sugar sodas, which are diet sodas. They taste almost exactly the same. And the second thing that I will never understand is the excessive use of sauces. Yes, sauces make objectively everything may taste better, but almost all sauces have lighter substitutes. Or if you want to use the real thing, just don't drench it. You don't need to drench it. I, I swear that you're still gonna get the taste from that sauce. You don't need to add like half a bottle of ranch to everything. That's just fucking stupid and pointless. No, you know what? Like I really thought that I could like watch them through, but this pissed me the fuck off, and like it bores me to death. At least with what I eat in a day videos, like they changed. Of course, they're saying what they eat in a day, so they're going to change the foods, but just sitting there and eating and not saying anything and just being like, oh, this food's really good. Like, at least there are some YouTubers that at least try to talk about some stuff, uh, or at least have like regular ass meals, not like this shit, to be honest. So I don't get the appeal of these. I know that a lot of people, I like to watch this as, for example, like how someone would watch a car accident. You don't like to watch it, but you're allured by the gluttony. You're allured by watching someone, well, ruin their lives because that's what they're doing. Yes, they might get a lot of clout. Some of MacBangers might make a lot of money from this, but at the end of the day, you're ruining your life. I don't get the appeal of this. But again, we humans, we tend to be very curious about this kind of stuff, I guess. And I guess it's also kind of a little bit of our fault because we're giving a platform to these people. But to me, this is. I know. I need to put another one because this one grosses me out. Oh, this girl. Like, she doesn't eat ridiculous portions for what I've seen. I've seen several videos from her. But the way she eats is just fucking disgusting. It's disgusting as fuck. It makes me anxious. And I need emotional support every time I watch one of her videos. What the fuck? You don't know napkins exist, right? You don't have to just stay there with cheese on your fucking mouth. Ew. And then the smacking of the tongue or the lips, I don't know. Like, usually I don't like chewing noses. I can tolerate them. I know that there's a lot of people who don't really like them, who this shit makes them very fucking anxious. So of course I'll put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video, but to me they're not like very that bad. I can tolerate them, but when they smack their lips or when they do like, no, that shit's disgusting to me. That shit grosses the fuck out of me. And I get very fucking anxious. I cannot tolerate having like dirty fingers. Every time I get sauce or anything or grease, or I have like sticky fingers, I feel like I want to die. Um, let alone on my face. On my face, I would jump off a bridge. Like, no, I don't know how she can get through this, and I know that why she's making it. She's making this precisely because people are gonna watch, either because they want to watch the food, or because they want to watch like the fucking mess, or because they're anxious like myself and we're just watching like a fucking train wreck. Or I also have the theory that this also has like a F blah 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 ish thing. I cannot say the word for YouTube. Um, but I don't know. I don't know what's the point of making these videos. This is fucking stupid as hell. Ew, just a fucking napkin. Why do you have to lick your fingers and smack your fingers and be like, ugh, stop it. You're getting all over. I'm getting fucking anxious for this video. Everything is wrong. I want to die. Please send help. She's getting all the sauce on her car, on herself. How can you eat like this? Even if you're making tons of money at this, you cannot pay me enough to be like a fucking pig on camera and be eating this way and getting myself sticky and greasy. You cannot pay me any amount of money to do that. That's disgusting. That's big back behavior. Like forcing the little cheese-like container into the burrito, that's big back behavior. Girl, like those are advanced techniques that not even when I was at my fucking fattiest I knew about. That's I'm gonna need therapy after this. Ew, she got it on her jacket. Oh my. No, I don't think not even toddlers are this messy at eating. Ew, like I mentioned, this girl does not eat like ridiculous portions. Yes, that was a big ass burrito, but compared to the other people that we've seen so far, these are not ridiculous portions. It's the way that she's eating. And of course, they're making this on purpose to get views, to get like comments, to get engagement. But like, what's the fucking point making yourself looking like a slob on the internet? And that those faces, like I mentioned, this is probably like an F L la 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 ish thing. What's the fucking face rolling eyes at the end of that? I really need to gorge my eyes out after watching this or disinfect them. That's I need severe therapy for the PTSD that I'm getting just for watching this girl eat. Oh my fucking god. No. Like no. I need to watch another video that was traumatizing to watch. 4,200 calories of mac and cheese. I highly doubt that those are only 4,200 calories mac and cheese. Maybe 42,000 calories of mac and cheese. I would believe you. This is like a whole like a fish tank, right? That's like a whole fish tank full of mac and cheese. Like, what's the fucking point of this? Imagine, I don't know, growing up. Maybe you're going to have a family, maybe not, I don't know. And then having to show this to your descendants, oh my fucking god. I'd rather like die, to be honest. Okay, that's probably copyrighted, so I'm gonna mute it. I'm intrigued to see if she's gonna finish all of this. And the first thing that you might notice for this video is that this girl is not fat. She does not look fat. And a lot of people don't realize a lot of things about thin mukbangers. First things first, a lot of mukbangers, it's not secret that they suffer from a lot of EDs. What do I mean by EDs? They either starve themselves for, let's say, 6 days out of the week, and then the day that they're going to film a challenge, then they can eat copious amounts of foods because they were in severe deficits for the rest of the week. It got really gross. It got really gross since the beginning, girl. And don't get me wrong, I love mac and cheese, but that shit gets repetitive as fuck. But I think the most amount of mac and cheese that I've had has been like one box. I don't know how many boxes are in there. Comment how many you think she used for this. But anyways, as I was saying, so a lot of mukbangers have confessed that they starved themselves during the week and then they filmed this ridiculous amounts of food. They filmed this crazy mukbangs on one day of the week, but since they are managing a very, very severe deficit for the, let's say, the rest of the 6 days of the week, they can kind of maintain their physique. That's one thing that they do. A lot of people also confess to doing Mia. I cannot say what they're actually doing, but basically just uneating their foods, if you get what I mean, which is also, of course, horrible and it's not advice. It's an actual ED. Or not a lot of a trick that is used for a lot of mukbangers is that they perfect camera angles or they speed up this type of videos, and they do a lot of takes, and between takes they spit out some of the food, so that, and when they edit this, they edit it in a way in which it's not noticeable. Just take into account that every time you see a skinny mukbanger, they're probably doing one of the things that I mentioned. There's also people who maybe might do a once in a blue moon challenge. If you do this once in a blue moon, like, please don't do it. I do not recommend you do this. This is horrible. This will only make you feel sick, and it's like, what's the point of doing this shit? Like I mentioned. But if you do this once every month or whatever, then yes, you're not probably gonna get fat. Like, you need to understand that with fitness, it works both ways. Having one day in which you're being super good with your diet, you do a lot of exercise, you're not gonna be a skinny legend. And it also works the other way. If you have very good habits within almost a week, and then one day you fuck it up, or once a month you fuck it up, you're not gonna be a fat slob. It's more on what you do on, let's say, on the majority of the time. Okay, let's watch another one. Oh, this one really grossed me the fuck off. Look at that shit. That shit's fucking pink. That shit's fucking pink as fuck. Ew. I get like war flashbacks whenever I see uncooked chicken, because I had salmonella once. I went to a restaurant and I bite into a piece of chicken, and it was raw inside, and I was grossed out. I obviously stopped eating it and complained to the restaurant and whatever. And I was like, oh, I only had one bite. It's probably not gonna. What are the chances of me actually getting salmonella? Guess what? Your girl got fucking salmonella. Surprise, surprise. I was sick for 3 days. I was uneating all fucking day long. I turned into a fucking skinny legend. But I survived it. And I think that made me stronger, because since that happened last year, I haven't gotten like a stomach ache since then. I don't know if now it turned into a super saiyan or something, or that my gut microbiome was so traumatized by that now nothing faced them anymore. But salmonella is not a joke. You can fucking die from it. I was just lucky enough that I survived it, but it's not fun. And like, if it happens to you like it happened to me at a restaurant, there's nothing that you can do but just like not keep eating it. But I have the suspicion that this girl's not gonna give a fuck, and she's gonna fucking continue eating that fucking raw ass chicken. No, please don't bite into it again. No, 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 don't do that. Oh my fucking god. She even's like, yeah, salmonella, delicious. No, ew. Like, I understand maybe you're not very good at cooking, and you didn't cook your chicken very properly, and you bite into it and you're like, fuck, I fucked it up. But then deadass looking at that pink chicken staring back at you and being like, yes, I'm gonna take another fucking bite of it. I do not understand that logic. This girl wants to die. Oh, this girl has come up. I've never actually reacted to her videos, but she comes up a lot in TikTok. And her eating habits are questionable, at least. As if you gave a 5-year-old like a platform, and they were like, oh, I'm gonna make like a daily eating challenge, and they grab the most random food that they can think of and just fucking eat it. So let's actually activate the audio for this one.
This is what I'm eating for lunch.
Oh, balance. We were having a fucking tub of frosting for lunch. I'm not gonna lie, when I was at my fattest, there was one day that I ate a fucking tub of frosting in 2 days. Not one, but 2 days. Yes, it's still fucking terrible, but eating it in one sitting, not even my sugar addicted ass could even do that. Like, I was severely addicted to sugar, and like I mentioned in previous videos, I used to eat multiple chocolates a day, cakes, cookies. I had a severe sugar addiction problem, but not like, I don't think that even at my fattest, at my worst days, was I capable of just sitting there and eating a fucking whole container of frosting in one fucking sitting. Ew, and then you're gonna add the sprinkles. I also don't like sprinkles. Like I mentioned, you might think like, oh, we were addicted to sugar, but even within like sweet foods, I was still very fucking like picky with what I liked, and sprinkles and lollipops were things that I fucking hated. But
I think that Hungry Hungry Hallie was the one that started this trend. So shout out to her.
Hungry Holly, what the fuck are you doing with your life? What? Did you see what you've done?
See what you've done? I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are, but you may want to start changing your ways or changing your name.
Now that there's people thinking that they're so fucking cool by eating frosting on camera for lunch. The Hungry Hungry Holly, please delete your account.
They didn't have the blue frosting at the store, but I really wanted the blue frosting, so we're just gonna make our own.
I've never understood the appeal.
Because blue always tastes better. Okay, it's all blued up.
Bro, like food coloring does not change the taste of anything. It's just makes it that fucking color. And to me, like, I love frosting. I'm not gonna lie. Like I mentioned, I was a sugar addict. I was a fatty, of course. I love this shit. But when I think about how it made me feel after I ate it and the amount of sugar that's contained in that, it now makes me sick in my stomach. But I've never understood the appeal of dyeing things blue or green. Aren't we humans like, don't we have like something in our brains? I've read about this, but maybe I'm making this shit up. But I think that there's something in our brains which when we see something that's blue, we automatically feel repulsed by it because it's not a food that's very common in things that we usually eat or the things that we're supposed to eat, so that we get a little bit put off by it. I don't know, like maybe all of that sugar and processed shit has fucked up with your body's natural like alert signals or system, but that shit does not look appealing to me. It did look a little bit appealing when it was at its original state, but by eating it by the spoonful right now sounds disgusting to me. And like I mentioned, yes, I have eaten frosting by a spoonful when I was fat, but I've never felt good. Like the few times that I did that, I always felt like shit afterwards. Oh god, if that just looks disgusting going in, then imagine how it's going to look when it comes out.
Also, not that it's anyone's business, but I just went to the doctor last week and she ran a full blood panel and everything looks good. Glucose is good, sodium is good, blood pressure is good. So this is your reminder not to judge a book by its cover.
Oh god, girl. Okay, and so just because your blood work is now, are you just gonna still like fucking risking your fucking health like that? I hate when they're like, oh, so my blood work is fucking fine. And instead of being like grateful and thinking about, okay, so right now I'm fine, but if I don't make a change, then I'm not gonna be fine for too much longer. They use that as an excuse to continue doing this toxic shit. I will never understand that.
But I guess opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Girl, you're not gonna have one after you've inhaled that shit. I just know that you're not gonna have one after you've inhaled that shit, or maybe you're going to create another one. I'm speechless. Maybe I'm being very fucking boring in this video, but I cannot believe the gluttony. Yes, let's take every fucking sprinkle out of like if like we actually needed the calories, right?
Ice water.
Oh yes, because we're healthy and we drink water along with a side of fucking frosting too.
See you next time. This is
Okay, so that's everything that I had for today. So let me know in the comment section below, what are your opinions on mukbangers? I really think that they're gross as fuck. And it's like, I don't think this just because someone is fat or whatever. I think that just the concept of gorging yourself and eating copious amounts of foods or like very fucking weird foods and just staring at a camera and recording yourself doing it, I will never understand it. Like, for example, in some what I eat in a day is that they eat very excessive amounts of food. It's like, it's weird. But taking it to a whole nother level and being like mukbang level right now, I I will never understand the like what you get from it. I'm like, yes, I understand that these garner a lot of views, whether from people who, I don't know, like maybe enjoy this type of content, or and people like myself, we are very dislike this content, but we still watch it because it's like watching a fucking train wreck occur, and you cannot take your eyes out of it. But I will never understand the people who do this, and I get that they want clout, like the majority of people on the internet. I get that they want to make a living out of this, but I don't personally think that putting yourself at such health risk is worth it, to be honest. But let me know down in the comments below what you think about this. I personally think that they're gross as fuck, and I don't understand them, honestly. Like, what I eat in a day, the allure to me is like, I like to watch patterns and I like to see, like, oh, so people are fat because of this. But when they do shit like this, like so blatant on your face, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. But well, thank you very much, guys, for watching, and hope you have a great day, a great life, and overall that you're healthy, happy, and thriving. So, goodbye.